be able to hear me on the radio now?
Yes, I can, sir.
Right, okay. Okay, so, gentlemen watching, apologies. Mac just told me I'm not live, so I just went live straight. I skipped the whole welcome screen and all. Thank you so much for joining us. Okay, Uncle John, one more try. Can you hear me now
Yes,
when I
sir.
speak like
I'm
this?
just getting ready to push.
Did you hear me? Now when I speak like this? Yeah, Mac, you can hear me. I heard myself in the background there. So it's
What about when you do press to talk?
That was press to talk. Listen, I'm going to do it now. Watch my screen. Watch in Discord. Hello, Mac. This is me doing push to talk. You should hear me on YouTube now. Watch my screen. Watch in Discord. Hello, Mac. This is me doing push to talk. You should hear me on YouTube now. Watch my screen. Watch in Discord. You see? You see?
Okay, yeah, on the live stream it is.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Not in Discord. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
No problem. Yeah, it's just when we do group flights and you don't have the push to mute and everybody hears you in stereo, it gets a bit much. So that's the standard setup for Discord. You push to mute in Discord and you send it out on the other side.
Yep.
Okay, let's see who's all here. Neil is here. Gonna be fun for sure, I hope. Good day, everybody. Bit of a bumpy ride scheduled for today, Sean. That's why you had to pay extra, buddy. Danger pay. You know, I'm not flying into that weather if you don't pay me extra. Hello, Mark. Yes, I must actually go to Windy and show you what it looks like. Oh, I don't have to do that. Let me show you in Iveo. It's gonna be a doozy. Where is that thing? Where's this thing? Why can't I see it now? That's cool. There. So let me just set the actual size of this thing proper so we can all enjoy the view properly. Right, okay. So this is where we are, right at the bottom here. All right, that's us. And if you follow the red line, you'll see we're going to land in between those two mega cloud, mega rainy storm clouds things. Okay, so it's going to be bumpy. It's going to be entertaining, I hope. You know, I mean, why not do some entertaining for a change? If we make it, we make it. If we don't make it, we don't make it. You know, that's how easy it is. Now, if we switch to, for instance, Navigraph, get rid of this one, we can see there, this is our METAR. Raining clouds is as low as 800 feet. QNH 1007. Anyway, we've got wind is 240 at 15 gusting, and it basically comes down to a 12-knot tailwind, which is just about the threshold of this airframe. So we've done in the real world here, back in the day with Mango, one of the landings we did was with a 12-knot tailwind at Lanceria, so it's well within the capabilities of the aircraft. But it's going to be fun. We're going to do our best not to smash into the mountain on the other side and, you know, all those other things. But let's go have fun. I mean, we don't have all this much fun, you know, every day on the channel. So this is a silly flight just because Scotsman, you know, was talking about it this morning. I think it was this area was talking about, you know, and I was like, let's go have a look. So anyway, there you go. Hello, Rob. Good evening. Nice to see you again. Fly some. Fly some. When you sign up, they don't ask you for your driver's license or something. You need to be 13 years or older to sign up. That's their requirement. That's all. So if you are 13 and older, you can sign up, you can fly. But then obviously you need to understand that you need to fly according to air law. You can't just do what you want. People will frown at you and they will try and kick you and call the supervisors on you if you behave like an ass. Okay, so if you are young and ambitious, come try your luck, but if you're an asshole, stay away. We don't want you. You know, as easy as that. We don't have time for little squeakers who, you know, can't behave themselves, unfortunately. So, yeah, but that's about it. 13 and older, you can join. I'll probably stream in the evening again, take tomorrow morning off. It depends. If I'm awake, I'm going to stream. If I'm not awake, you know, and I'm sleeping it off, I won't stream. Okay. Before start procedure, let's get going.
Before start procedure.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Before start procedure complete.
There you go. There you go.
Ready
Yeah,
for
I'm not
checklist.
saying it to be mean. Okay, please understand. I don't know you, and I tell you what. When I was 13 years old, I was capable of doing it myself. I'm just saying, you know, that in general, it's a general statement. Don't take it personally.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Right. So, Flysim, another thing. If you want, you're welcome to join us on the Discord. There's lots of people here that can help you anyway if you need any help. Or you can, you know, just jump in when you see we're flying. My roster, my flights are listed on the Discord, so you can know beforehand when I'm going to fly. And, you know, if you become part of iVeya, you're welcome to join us. Love those.
Tow
Please in
connected
the
and flight
wind,
taps in and serve it. Release parking brake. Starting pushback. And you may start engines.
Bridgetown, traffic Skymatix 001, push and start. Start number 2 engine.
Starting number 2 engine.
Yeah, shame, Mark, I hear you. I'm so sorry for your loss, man.
N2.
And the fuel goes in.
Captain, could we cool down the cabin a bit, please?
Starter cutout.
Start number 1 engine. Start number 1 engine.
Starting number 1 engine.
Yes. Good.
N2.
Mark, I once flew down to Cape Town with my wife and kids. And on the way to Cape Town at Airdas, they kept us holding. We were flying from Lanseria. And they kept us holding because the fog wasn't lifting in Cape Town and the ILS was broken. So they diverted us to Port Elizabeth. We were on the
Starter
ground for an
cutout.
hour and a half.
Engine start procedure complete.
Nothing in that plane. It was like, I mean, we were baking inside. It was really very unfortunate. And they just refused. No APU, no ground power, nothing available. So no aircon. We just had to sit and sweat. Before taxi procedure.
Before taxi
Operation
procedure.
complete. Set parking brake.
Yeah, George was
Disconnecting
full.
tow. Stand by.
George was full. Langebaan was full. Langebaan took all the big aries from Europe, and George took all the local ones. So we ended up having to go to PE because that was the only one available.
Before taxi procedure complete. I am ready for before taxi checklist.
Doctor.
Enjoy, Uncle John.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Thank you, buddy. Okay. Checked. Everything seems to be in order. Yeah, no, that's good, Mark. That's good. That's good. It's fortunate that there was a dash cam in the car, man.
Ready for before taxi procedure. Horizontal stabilizer trimmer not set for takeoff.
Hey, you were supposed to set that for me, lady.
Trim down.
Yeah, I've also standardized the dash cam in my car. Part of the deal.
Cabin crew, take your seats, prepare for takeoff.
Before takeoff procedure.
Before takeoff procedure. Before takeoff procedure complete.
Let's just
Ready
check
for
where
before
that guy
takeoff
that's in
checklist.
front of me is flying to. Okay, he's also going to TNCM, so I'll give him his couple of minutes as well. I mean, now I didn't pay attention, so we'll guess. Give him 2 more minutes. No, Mark. I heard all the other stories. I don't think that's true. They'll never fight with the guys financing them. How's it, Joe? How are you? Long time no see. Ah, now we have another problem. Uncle John,
Yes, sir.
I see you never removed the first waypoint that's literally next to the runway here. So I'm going to have to wait until you continue on your path and then only can I take off. I'm going to have to give you extra 3 minutes as I see you pass by.
Do apologise, sir. I wanted to do the Cook's tour since you were so coming on.
Yeah, no worries. If I can see still a little bit this side somewhere. Now I have to rely on the map. Ah, it is. Okay, so from here on, we'll give him 3 minutes. Okay. But the timer set, because otherwise I'm gonna just catch up with you. Let's use that timer. We'll deduct 30 seconds in 2.5 minutes. Hello, Dave. No, you didn't. You just said that you stopped the training for now and came back. Ah. Let's stop the lineup process so long.
Approaching 27.
Runway 27 confirm.
On runway 27.
Oh.
Stabilized.
Toga.
Takeoff thrust set. great.
Oh, that wind just got under my wing there. Just for a second to guide through.
Acceleration altitude. Approaching transition. Transition altitude.
Dave, that will be related, as far as I can tell from your question, that will be related to the wind. Because if you look, I'll show you, it's going to be easier to show you in the air, but if you look here, that little triangle is your nose, and you can
Last
see
one
that
set.
is like 5-degree increments, right? So we are currently also, the aircraft's flying skew. You know, it's not 100% straight, and that's because of the wind. So the higher the wind is, the more the crab will be. That's why we call it crabbing, because, I mean, at some point in time, you can literally even fly sideways, depending on, you know, the wind.
Flaps up and set.
It will have to be a very wind calm day before they will match 100%, because there's always going to be a slight kind of a crab, always going to be compensation, you know. So when the ATC tells you to go into a direction, you just turn your knob to the direction he says, because his software should, you know, incorporate the calculation of the deviation, you know. Dave, don't you start with that horrible animation, I'll cry. Yeah, I'm using Honeycomb Alpha and Bravo. Yeah. I know you saw that. You saw that chat, yes. Right, we might as well go on our magenta line. So let's go there. Make sure that one is now selected. Then LNAV.
Flight
And the
level
aircraft should
100.
start to follow the
Landing lights
magenta
switches
line.
off.
See, we came very close to it matching there, but once we're on the line, you'll see it will be, depending on the winds, it will be either very close or quite off. I know. Oh, I know. I understand, Dave. Right, see, it's very, very close, but it's still not exactly on the line. So it's all going to depend on the winds, and then you'll see. If there's no wind, it will be on the line. If there is wind, it will compensate. Uncle John?
That's me.
Alpha November Echo 1909 is ahead of you as far as I can see on the web eye. So just be aware that he is in your area there if you want to chat with him before you land, eh?
I'm keeping my eye on him because I'm worried about being up his backside.
Yeah,
I can't
yeah.
see the TCAS yet because we're at two different altitudes.
Of course. Yeah, you'll get there.
So I might have to slow down or speed up, go past him? I don't know yet.
Yeah. Well, we've got an hour to decide, Uncle John.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good statistic, Joe. Welcome, Dave.
I'm just hoping he's got his TCAS on.
Yeah, we'll find out later. Mark, yes, Uncle John was a private pilot license holder. Mark on stream is asking if you were a pilot. I said yes.
Thank you.
See, now look here, look at my wind. It's straight from the back. Now we're on it, on the nose. He was also an owner of an aircraft in Spain when he was the mayor of the one town there, Mark, just to add a little bit of fluff to the story. Now, he was part owner of an aircraft, so he was flying nicely when he had the time. Right, so for those of you that don't know what this flight is all about, there you go. That's the weather. We're going to try and land there in St Maarten, and we're going to have to negotiate the weather, and obviously in time weather moves. So by the time we get there, we might actually not be able to land, but we're going to do our best anyway. Seeing as it's a simulator, we're just going to have some fun. Okay, if we land, we land. If we don't land, if we crash, whatever. It's part of the entertainment. See it that way. Yeah. I handled the simulator for Mango at that time, and also we did all the career days and stuff with the desktop sims, and it was fun. It was fun. Yeah, I didn't fly the real one. The closest I got to flying the real Boeing 737-800 is the actual Level D simulator at FAOR. You know, that thing that was owned at that time by British Airways. You know, $20 million system standing there on hydraulics. The good old days, yeah. My whole aviation career, like I say, came down crashing and burning. We lost 2 babies. Me and the wife, we lost the business. We had so many issues at one point in time. You know, you feel, well, we felt at that point in time it's good enough to just go climb in a cupboard, close the door, and just wait to die, kind of a thing. You know, that's how bad it was. And then thereafter, you either have the time and not the money, or you have the money and not the time, and things like that. But I always worked very closely with all kinds of different aviation businesses. Being in IT, I rendered support to various aviation businesses, you know, and then, like I say, got involved with the simulation, and things really, I think at the end of the day, worked out okay-ish, because I made a lot of friends in all kinds of different areas in aviation. And then obviously I never stopped learning, and I never stopped reading, and I never stopped flying in the sim. I never stopped. I was very privileged to learn a lot from real pilots. Most of my life I've been around real pilots. I've got real pilots in my family, you know, that taught me lots of things. Gilbert, it's not something we talk about, but yeah, in the light of where we are right now, it's perfectly okay. So the last time I sat in the left-hand seat flying anywhere was in 2006. And thereafter, I've always just been a passenger. Unless I'm sitting here where I'm sitting right now.
FYI, Nico, I've slowed down. I'm going to get in between the pair of you.
Yeah, that's a good idea, because there's a huge gap between you and me. Yeah, but the courts have put a little stick in front of it. I don't know if it was the appeal court or the high court. They stopped that process, Mark. Effectively, I think one of the arguments was there is no more Mango Airline. They've got 0 assets, nothing. It's just a name. And basically then selling a name is like, you know, not acceptable. They don't want to do just a name sell. There you go, Dave, then, you know. I've got a couple of hours on this one, and then obviously on the simulators I showed you this morning. Got some time on it, not much, but got enough time. I like flying the little simulators as well, you know, the real simulators, CIA certified stuff, and not just this desktop thing. Hello, Christer. All good, sir. Hope you are the same. Guys, there's not much to show you outside, by the way. We're just over the ocean. I mean, you can see little islands in the distance, but, you know, the fun's going to start when we get to that again. Yeah. Yeah, Christer, we're all sitting and waiting. I'm enjoying this new graphics card, Mac. He's muted, but he's probably listening to me. Mac, anyway, just stay there, listen. I'm pushing high 60s, early 70s in the FPS right now, eh? Okay. Really nice. That's an amazing card compared to what I had, you know. The AMD, I was never happy with it 100%, but I was like 99% happy with it until Laminar messed around with the AMD compatibility. That killed it for me, man. It's a RTX NVIDIA 5070 Ti, Mark. Here's Uncle John. Uncle John. We are 40 miles apart, Uncle John, exactly.
Excellent. Well, I'm still down to 0.7. I want to get a bit more distance between me and the chappie in front of me.
No problem. I can see your control if I zoom in. There he is. It depends on your sliders, Mark. I mean, if you look at my sliders, the way I've set my graphics, look, there's my settings. I've maxed out everything, you know, and I'm just cautious with these couple over here, but the rest is all maxed out. And I tell you what, it's flipping brilliant. Even this morning flying into Amsterdam, I dropped down at one point to like 22 FPS. It didn't go really much lower than that, you know. Good one, Krister. You just keep it up. You're doing a great job there.
You got an elevation for this place, Nico?
14 feet, 1-4. That's for the runway threshold, 1-4. I think if I can jump into your conversation there, for me, the 737-800 is probably like the old Dakota, the DC-3 was to many previous pilots of the previous generation. I think this one will just be part of me until the end. You know, it's one of those classics.
Got a barrow altitude, Nico.
Are you talking about the minimums?
Yep.
Give me a second. Minimums 500 foot.
Thank you, sir.
No worries. Let me just actually revise that. You went for the, sorry, it's 700. It's 500 foot if you do the VOR approach. If you do the RNAV approach, it's 700, sir.
I've got nothing for VOR.
Okay, no, then do 700.
The only thing I've got is 113.
Yeah, that's just a guidance. It's not applicable to our flight plan. We filed, if you took my flight plan, that's an RNAV flight plan.
Okie dokie.
Right, and you're going to have to descend to 1,700 foot.
That's what I wanted to know, thank you.
Ooh, my radar is busy lighting up already, Uncle John, in the distance.
Love it. Yeah, mine too. Mind you, it looks like I can just skirt round it.
So far, it's missing my trajectory as well, but it is coming up. I want to try and make Scotsman proud again of me, you know. We'll see if we can manage that. He's such an expert flying in storms. I tend to avoid them.
Me too. I don't go through them.
Yeah, I said I want to make you proud of me again, you know. You're such an expert when it comes to flying through storms. I try and avoid them. So I hope I survive this one. Yeah, we were talking about the additional fees that people pay to fly on this flight. You know, I need danger pay, so we made them cough up a bit. Yeah, that sounds great, Dave. No problem. Thanks, Neil. I can only do my best, Krister. At least it's entertainment value for you guys, you know? Something a little bit different than what we do every time. Hey, Rob. Welcome.
I'm going back to normal speed.
Okay, good luck. I noticed there's a fair bit of distance between you and him and me.
Yeah, it looks about right now, Nico.
Yeah. I see here from the northwest, we've got a little prop job coming in there. It says no 172. The guy's brave, huh? But on the other... Oh, sorry, I had to zoom out. Oh my goodness, look at that weather.
Maybe he didn't check the weather.
Or he's Neil's brother. I think he's Neil's brother. Or a cousin. At least a cousin.
Another cowboy.
Oh, definitely family. What's family? Those guys look mean, eh?
I do indeed.
Now it's off, Mark. It was on the whole time. So I think I'll let him quickly go to the toilet. It's off now. And then when the rock and roll starts, we'll switch it on. Make sure they're held tight.
I'm disindicating.
The Zibo has not abandoned the Zibo project, I promise you. He's still talking in the back. He's busy preparing for 12.3. So, as soon as that gets released, we'll get our next update. Our biggest problem with the Zibomod is actually with laminar. It's not with anything else. It's the way that they do their updates and what they do in their updates. Because if you look, for instance, look at the back. I was doing it earlier. For those with their keen eyes, they'll see it. The aircraft goes from time to time with a real weather. It goes into a rolling left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. And that's all related to whatever they changed in this new weather updates. Okay, so we then decided, while they are still experimenting, trying to find their feet and actually get to a stable place, then we're not going to update, because we're just going to end up chasing our tail, because they're experimenting. We're all, even you, everybody uses this thing as beta testers. They get the information back, then they tweak again. You know, if we have to tweak every time to try and keep up with them, it will drive us insane.
Ready for descent procedure.
You know, and if we then get to a stable platform, 10 to 1 we'll have to undo the changes. So there's no point. So we said, right, let laminar come to a point of settlement, let them get to a stable point, settle, tell us they're done, and then we'll look at whatever needs to change from there. But in the interim, Zibo is busy programming that 3D weather radar into the Zibomod. You know, that's part of what he's doing behind the scenes. And I mean, at this point in time, the aircraft is very stable from the aircraft's perspective. So there's no need to change anything at this moment. So that's why there's no updates. Yeah, approaching. I'll start planning just now. I'm just enjoying my burger here in the background, sorry. I'll concentrate on the flying in a minute.
Loving this weather.
Oh, that really looks nice on your screen, Uncle John. I see you in the rain already. Yeah, I turned the camera away from her. I didn't want you to see me pop her a pill there, you know, so she's going to be okay, don't worry. We'll manage her. Right, so we said we need to go down to 1.7. 7. .96 degrees. 700. 006. Right, we're going to keep the frequency on the VOR on that approach. Yeah, that's done. Laps 40 landing for a change. Make it indeed nice, easy. Say the runway is poor condition. Runway elevation is 14. And the current temperature is, let's see, they contact each other. 7. Okay, it's not really going to help for that, but let's just put it in very hot. Alright, so one with compensation. Okay, so
Approach top of descent.
1006 then. No. Right, so that is all set. Look at that. Look at that. Oh. Yeah. That is impressive. Here in the sim, well, in the Zibomod, what you need to do is you need to download from SimBrief. Once you've done your dispatch of the flight, you need to download the Zibomod file. There is a file specifically for the Zibomod called Zibo something. Then if you put that in your FMS plans folder, you can do all the wind requests. I did it for the route, the en route winds. I did it now for the descent winds, everything. You can request your performance information. You can request the actual flight information, the, your flight plan, route, everything. All comes from that one XML file. That's the one. So as long as that thing is valid, and as long as it is in your FMS plans folder, the FMC will import all the relevant information through the upload function. somebody made it for me. But on the org forum, Jared has actually got a whole page where he's put, I don't want to say hundreds, but there's a lot of them for all kinds of different airlines and stuff. So if you can just Google the Zibo EFB bezel or frame or tablet or something, I'm sure you'll find it. Probably 12.3, Krister. You know, that's one of the reasons in the beginning I still preferred Active Sky, because you can dampen the effects of the turbulence and the wind shear and stuff. Even the NOAA weather plugin for X-Plane 11 that Antonio took over here for 12. I mean, even there you could manipulate the severity of it, because man, if there's one thing they over-exaggerate in this weather, it's the turbulence and the wind shears and the wind change and the barrow changes. They know how to do that. Lekker in the rain. You see, Krister. Dave Grange, no, I use Map Enhancement much better than Auto. I won't ever go back to Auto unless that guy comes up with something brilliant. But Map Enhancement is next level compared to that thing. It's really nice. I can tell you one thing, I'm glad I'm not on board one of those ships in this weather. I prefer to be right here where I am now. Uncle John, you still flying?
I'm sir. I'm just heading for the runway.
Okay, good luck.
Thank you kindly.
Yeah, no, cruise is nice if you hit it with good weather, but you get out on the sea and the weather turns against you, and those waves are like 5-6 stories in height, and they're coming for you, and you go up and down. Oh no, been there, done that. Also had that experience. That was the scariest day of my life. Don't like that at all. Yes, I sat in it earlier this morning in the level up, and looks nice. It's okay. I was actually thinking maybe I should fly it this evening, and then I said, you know what, no. I said to everybody, it will be Zibo already. I already published the flight on YouTube, so maybe next weekend we can fly the level up again. I'm waiting on Alan to just confirm that that package actually contains the latest flight model, because that's my biggest concern with it. The way it was mixed the last time. I don't want to go back to a situation like that. I'd like to know this is the latest, Airfoil's latest, ACF latest flight model. Yeah, it's nice, eh? It's really nice. apply some.
Juliana Tower, this is Delta Bridge 478 and runway 10 for takeoff.
Yeah, it's not always stable and all. When I concentrate, it is. When I don't concentrate, ask the guys here. We've had a couple of instances in the last month where I, talk too much, don't concentrate, and then things happen, so. But other than that, my friend, it's practice. It's practice. I have flown this aircraft since 2004. So it's 21 years. Is it? 20? Yeah, 21 years now that I've been flying this aircraft, so I should know it very well, and I should be able to handle it very well. You'll get there, it's just practice, literally just practice. Sean, no, you cannot land on runway 28 because you don't have a glide path because of the mountain. You can only land runway 10, runway 10 on this runway. You can take off from 28, which they do. They actually have 28 active now as the departure runway. But the landing runway is 10.
That's me taking 28. That's, yeah, 28.
Enjoy. I'm going to laugh at you while you go. Not at you, I'm going to laugh with you.
Follow me.
Yeah?
I'm in trouble, isn't I?
No, you enjoy yourself. You go. I don't think there's ATC there, so nobody's going to bother you, Uncle John, really.
Okay.
You are close to landing. I see on the map here already. Ooh, I can see the island. Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a steep nosedive to get down to that runway, Uncle John. Just slow down as much as you can. Get your gear down. Make sure you've got full control over it. Otherwise, you're going to have to do a go-around.
Yeah, there is the feet there that you told me about.
Now you're going to have to make a plan because you can't go down to 700 feet because the mountain is ahead of you.
I'm on 1700 at the moment.
Okay, all right. Well, just try and get over the mountain. Guys, I'm superimposing Uncle John over there so you guys can check. This is what happens when you try and land on runway 28. Everybody on stream says good luck to you, sir.
Delta Bridge
Appreciate
478
it.
on a hold short the runway and there's a
Transition
Boeing
level.
737
Ready for approach
landing on the
checklist.
opposite direction.
Oh, this other guy that was ahead of me, he actually bugged out. I'm number 1 for landing now. I hope that Delta guy is going to be out of my way.
I've got no chance of landing on there.
You're complete.
No, you can't. No, you'll have to come, make a turn in the ocean and come back. You can't land from 28. I thought as much. All right. No, you learned your lesson. Princess Juliana traffic, this is Skymatix 001, Boeing 738. Our ETA is 1720, 1720 Zulu. Please advise if you are stuck on the runway or something like that. Thank you very much.
Alright, Delta 347 is running into runway 10 takeoff.
Just like he's got to get out of the way there. I don't want to do a go around, I must be honest.
To take off Delta 347.
Okay, he's off. Mark, while we're sitting here waiting for finals, why don't you get yourself a nice simulator rig and fly with us, man? While you're contemplating the future and all those things, join us. Oh yeah, absolutely, Linda's fine. I told you, I slipped her a little pill here out of the screen. You know, now we've got deniability because you didn't see it, there's no record of it, but I'm telling you, I did give her something, she's okay. John is somewhere here on our side. Yeah, he's gonna pop around here somewhere. Yeah, but this is dirty weather, eh? There he is, there he is, there he is. Antikas. Can't see him, but oh, there he is, there he is. Right, you're passing just behind me, sir. Okay. Right, speed brake is on, auto brake is set. Linda's got the lights, cabin is okay.
1000 to level off.
Yeah, that's a good question. Remind me after the stream, I'll try see if I get you a link to their Discord, see if that will help you, okay? Because you're gonna have to get to the Discord. The Aveo South Africa Discord. Try Google it quickly. If you don't come right, I'll try see if I can get you a link after this flight. Because now I need to concentrate. Right, 17.
4,000 feet, climbing to 33,000.
Princess Juliana.
Hey, Juliana.
Princess Juliana traffic, Skymatix VA. We are on finals for runway 10, ETA 60 seconds approximately.
Ready for landing checklist.
Right. Thanks, Sean. Right, flaps 40. Auto brake is set. Speed brake is armed. Lights good. Passengers here. 3 greens on the gear.
Cabin crew, take your seats, prepare for landing.
And I see Uncle John's already behind me. Good luck, Uncle John. Uncle John.
I'm busy, sir.
Okay, alright. Sorry. Huskies.
Feet stabilized, Mr. Birch, altitude set.
No, he is. He's busy sorting himself out. I mean, he gave it a good shot, you know, he really tried, but he realized it's impossible. As you come over that ridge, you are so high.
Approaching 10.
Ah, there, we've just lost the guidance there. Stupid thing. Why are you not listening to my commands? Yes, but this is skew.
Caution, pink rate.
200.
Pink rate. Caution, taxiway. Caution, taxiway.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
5,000 feet.
Reverse unlocked. Speed brake up.
Yeah, that wind coming from behind, that really makes it difficult to fly this thing. Promise you. I struggle to get this thing to listen to me. Stop.
Yeah. Great landing. You are professional.
Yeah, Uncle John, I almost went for a swim. Where did I go to now? I thought I could travel around here. Okay, doesn't matter. That's not where we wanted to go. I thought we were going. Oh, there's Uncle John. He's doing a go around. Okay, I'm going to be naughty, guys. Sorry. I won't do this in real world, I promise. But I'm going to just do this. Yeah. Tell you what, that wind made me nip for a second there and then not stopping. I could see the end of the runway coming and it's coming and it's coming. And I'm not stopping. Princess Juliana, traffic Skymatix 001, backtrack runway 28. Yo, I tell you what, that was exciting. That was amazing. Absolutely, Krister. Absolutely. 16 knots there from semi-tail. It wasn't straight. I mean, it made me work, man. Alex, I'll love to watch you do it with the 747. Says Juliana, traffic Skymatix 001, a runway vacated. After landing procedure.
After landing procedure. After landing procedure complete.
Thanks, Linda. There's Uncle John. Look at the cowboy. Look. You almost made it. You almost made it.
Flaps up and set.
There he goes again. Don't give up, sir. Never surrender. There you go. I can relax a little bit now, eh? He's done 2 go-arounds already. He's probably going to do 1 more and then he'll see. Shutdown procedure.
Shutdown procedure.
Yay, Alex. Approach was good. Landing, it was complaining about.
Shutdown procedure complete.
I'm not familiar with it. I've got the SSG
Ready
one.
for shutdown checklist.
Sorry. And tell you one thing, I love my Zibo. I love this aircraft.
I went for a drink.
Okay, we'll meet you at the pub, sir.
Good, but the beer's on me.
That's fine, 100%. We'll send the search and rescue just now.
Nah, I'll paddle.
Okay, Uncle John, I just want to say thank you for being a good sport and flying in this treacherous weather with me.
No, my fault. I picked the wrong way.
Yeah, no, it's fine, it's fine.
It was fun.
Yeah, it was. I liked this flight. It was cool. I hope everybody on stream liked it and that you guys will come around on the next stream as well. Gonna disconnect.
Have a fantastic weekend.
Yeah, enjoy what remains, guys. Cheerio, everybody.
Bye, Nico. Thank you.